We'll be ready to go. All right, guys. So tonight we're going to be focusing on cold messaging. This is something that is kind of a fear thing for people. I know when I first started, and I think Holland can say the same thing, that cold messaging totally freaked me out. And, you know, reaching out and taking that step, you know, to contact other people via cold message was just really scary. So we're going to kind of go over the best ways to cold message, why I'm going to explain to you a little bit about why we cold message, why it's important in our business. And we're just going to talk about some of the do's and don'ts of cold messaging. So I want to start out by explaining to you why we cold message in this business and why it's so important. You know, some people will say that they don't want to cold message because they don't want to seem salesy. They say they don't want to cold message because it's just, you know, they feel like they're trying to push the business on other people. And I will say that there are several reasons why we say that cold messaging is very important. I don't believe all cold messaging is truly cold messaging, because most of these people you already have an established relationship with. So these are your friends, your family, your Facebook friends that you already have some sort of connection with. You're not reaching out to some random person that you don't know at all. We cold message mainly because you can post a lot on Facebook and not everyone is going to see your post. They may see one post one day and they might not see anything that you post for 2 or 3 days. That's just the nature of Facebook. So when they see your one post about Facebook and, you know, they say, oh, okay, Plexus. Well, guess what? They don't see anything else for a week or so. Well, they've already forgotten about it, okay? And you think that you're posting a lot on Facebook and that, you know, posting 2 or 3 times a day, that these people are seeing everything that you post and they're just not seeing it. So that's one reason why reaching out to these people and kind of extending that hand is a good thing. Another reason is that not everyone's going to be bold enough to contact you. So they may see your Plexus post and they may go, oh, well, I saw that post about, you know, it helping with migraines, or we can't say migraines, but helping with headaches, or, you know, helping with blood pressure issues, or helping with gastrointestinal issues. But, you know, honestly, some of those health issues are embarrassing for people. Some people are not going to admit that they have health issues going on, and so they may not reach out to you and be bold enough to do that. Some people want to just, they want their ego stroked a little bit. You know, they want you to reach out to them. They want to know that they are wanted as a customer or as an ambassador. And I'll say the biggest reason that we cold message is because people want to know that we care. Okay. So they don't want to know what we have to say unless they know that we care about them first. So if you're reaching out to someone and saying, hey, I just wanted to see how you were doing. I just haven't talked to you in a really long time. And you're already establishing a little bit of that relationship, then they'll be much more willing to listen to you when it comes to their health issues and something that can help them, you know, in the future. So that is why we cold message. You know, honestly, cold messaging is extremely effective. I can say this with all certainty because 4 of my top runners were cold messages for me. Holland, as a matter of fact, was a cold message for me. I reached out to her because not only did I think, you know, hey, she's a stay-at-home mom now, and you know, I know that she has 3 babies and she wants to continue to stay at home with them, but I really think she would be fantastic at this business. As a mom, I know how tiring that can be, so I knew that she would need the products. And so she was somebody that was on my list of somebody that I really wanted on my team. I have several other big runners, and when I say big runners, guys, I mean like gold and above, that I reached out to as a complete cold message that is on my team and is really working this business. And I just took a leap of faith and reached out to them. So that kind of goes into our next topic. Who do we target when we cold message? Who are we looking for when we are sending these just random cold messages? Number 1, I think, is go-getters. Who are your Facebook friends? Who are your family members that are just really big go-getters? And I'm not talking about the person that jumps from job to job to job, somebody that can't hold down anything. I'm not talking about somebody that won't ever stick with anything. I'm talking about somebody that really pours their heart and soul into everything that they do. And you just look at them and you go, oh my goodness, they would just be fantastic at this. That's the kind of person you target. And that's the kind of person that you're going to write down on your hundreds list as well. We target people who have really large networks. I knew that Holland was a school teacher, and y'all, school teachers have huge networks because they meet new kids every single year. So she was somebody that I said, you know what, I know she's got a really large network. There are lots of people like that. People who are military have really, really large networks. And I don't want to limit you guys in your thinking on this, but people that have really large networks are really great at this business because they don't have to reach too far to get people on their team. People who need the products. If you see somebody post on Facebook that talks about having migraines all the time, or you see someone who posts about maybe having tummy issues, or I saw somebody the other day that posted that they could not have any sausage at breakfast because it hurt their tummy too bad. Well, that's somebody that I'm going to reach out to and say, hey, I know something that could possibly help this, because I know that that's one of the symptoms of IBS because I struggle with that myself. If you know someone, whose parents are struggling with, or themselves are struggling with high blood pressure or diabetes, or anything that you know that our products help, reach out to them. You can tell them things in a personal message that you can't say on Facebook, and they may not realize that these products will help with this. Reach out to your friends and family. Your friends and family, I know some people have really weird family friend situations, but your family wants to be a part of your life, and they really want to be a part of your success. So reaching out to your friends and family and saying, hey, come do this with me. This is something that I am having some success with, and I would love for you to see the benefits of it as well. Friends and family make really, really great ambassadors, by the way. And who do you think, dig deep, and who do you think would be great? Your best friend from high school. Do you think that she, maybe she's, looking for a new job. Maybe she doesn't like her job. Maybe she's not happy. Maybe, you've got a friend or a family member that's wanting to pay for their child's college. Think about these things. Think about the things that motivate people. And those are the kind of people that you're going to target and reach out to when you're sending this message. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is, and y'all feel free to type in a chat if you got a question, and we'll try to answer those. Next thing we're going to talk about is Holland's going to talk about, when I reach out, what do I say to these people? So go ahead, Holland.
Okay. I kind of categorize my people in people that I talk to often, on my hundreds list, or on my list of potentials that I'm reaching out to. And like Melissa said, these are not just random cold messages like to people you don't know. So therefore, this is more of a reach out. We call it cold message because it's out of our comfort zone. Sometimes it's not for people. Sometimes you have no problem doing this, and that's great too. So I kind of categorize my people in like people I talk to on a regular day basis, to get church on Sunday, or used to teach school with, that I'm, kind of close to. That's a category. And then people that I see randomly or really keep up with on Facebook, I keep that in the category. And then people that I don't really keep up with, rarely, like high school friends or college that I wasn't close to, or maybe that aren't on Facebook. Make sure you get those people on your hundreds list also. Really rack your brain. Sometimes I have to go into my email list and see those people who are not on Facebook and add them just to get my categories. And so the way that I know that person and relate to them is the way that I'm going to reach out to them. I'm not going to send the same message to those groups of people. I'm not going to send the same message to everyone. And I'm certainly not going to send Plexus in my first word to the people that I don't see or talk to often. So I'm going to just go ahead and read to you one of the cold messages I did today. I had two girls that I was really getting the nerve up to talk to, because they are both probably the fitness type, the well organized, that some of the people that don't really get Plexus are like, well, I don't want to do that because it might make me lose weight, and their goal is not to lose weight. So some of those people that I know that probably don't get the whole thing, and they're not far out of my not league, but far out of my not everyday talk to, but used to talk to often. So I said, hey, great. I'll relate to them first. Hey, what great pictures y'all had from the lake this weekend. Your boys are adorable. You've been on my mind for a long time, and I keep wanting to message you about Plexus. These products have truly changed my health and so many around me, and I really do think you would love them. Do you mind if I email you some details and info? Okay, so first relating to them. I'm telling her her boys are cute because they are so precious. I'm connecting with her. Then I am, I'm not going to beat around the bush with this person because she probably knows. She's seen all my Plexus posts. She's been around to notice that's what I'm doing. So I'm not going to just hide that from her and some people I do. I'll get to that one next. And then, so after you relate to them and connect, I said, I'm sure you've seen my posts, so you're telling them what you're talking about, and I'm giving them a reason why, that I love the products, and I think they would too. And then I ended with the question, because usually when you end with a question, possibly that's going to spark an answer more than not. If you just said, let me know if I can send you anything, they probably won't, but I said, do you mind if I email you some details or info? So that's telling her brain that she probably needs to answer me. She hasn't answered me yet. That's okay. One of them did. One of the three from this afternoon did. And in those categories, I forgot to also say, like, some people I focus on because I know they need the products, and some people, like Melissa said, you target because you know they need the business side. So another great way to reach out, and Ellen is the, hey girl, you want to come do this Plexus thing with me? It's so much fun. And that's all she says. On some, not all. That's another style. That's not really what I do. I have done that maybe to 2 or 3 people that I know might could jump on something like that. But that's quick. That's to the point, and that might spark their curiosity to be like, well, what's she talking about? What's really fun? How could it be fun? And get their conversation started. Another way to reach out was to somebody that you haven't seen in a while is, hey, it's been a while. I love keeping up with you on Facebook. I saw y'all were at the beach this weekend. It looked like a blast. I hope y'all are having a great summer. And kind of see if they respond to your conversation. You're not going to throw Plexus out there first. If they respond, which is exactly what Melissa did to me. She did not put Plexus in the first 2 conversations we had. See if they respond to that, or and ask a question and they say, just say, well, if they, excuse me, what's been going on lately, or what are you doing now? Are you still teaching in school? Are you a stay-at-home mom now? Kind of keeping up with the ones that you haven't seen lately, and say, well, so now I stay home, and since last August I started Plexus. Have you heard of that? And kind of lead in that way, so you're easing it on there, so you're not just throwing it up in their face first thing. Another way is, right now, the best way, like the best reaching out tools, is when there's a promotion going on, when there is, now that it's summer, saying, hey, do y'all have big summer plans? I know that especially for school teachers, y'all, like, you have a break right now. Do you want to try something new? Do you want to try this with me? That's like, if you have reasons or potential issues, like, to connect them with, to reach out. That's a great way. The online events, y'all. Invite them, click the invite button, and then send them a personal message and say, hey, just wanted to let you know we're having a team-wide night that you can sit on your couch and scroll and watch all these questions and comments and learn about Plexus from the comfort of your home. I would love to have you join me on this event. So that's an easy way to strike up a conversation. Have you seen my post about Plexus? Do you have any questions that specifically might come to that? What else am I missing, Melissa?
I mean, I really just, like, when I reach out to people, I mean, it really depends. Like Holland, I didn't want to scare her off, so I didn't want to just come at her straight, because I kind of know her personality. So I knew that she would be like, okay, she just, she's coming at me way too hard with this, So I kind of eased into that conversation. I see her about every 6 months before Plexus, and so I kind of eased into that conversation. But there are other people that I can just come straight off with it. I mean, there was a girl that I went to Zumba training with 4 years ago, and she's a fitness instructor, and she's young, and I know that she's looking for money to pay for graduate school. So I just came at her with, listen, hey, every time I see your post on my Facebook page, I think about you, and I've just really had this itch to contact you, and here's why I think you would be great at it. A lot of times people really like their ego stroked. So, I mean, who doesn't? So, if you can say, this is why I think you would be really great at the business, or this is why I think you would really like the products. Don't ever tell anybody you need to lose weight, so you need the products. Don't ever tell anybody, well, I saw your health really stinks, so you need the products. Be very careful, obviously, how you word that. Y'all laugh, but we've had that issue before.
I see you're tired all the time.
Yeah, I see you're really tired all the time. And there's a different way to word that. Say, I know you're a mom and you're super busy, and these products have really helped me with my energy levels. So this might be something you would be really interested in. And I have talked about it with people personally in that kind of way. So why wouldn't you talk that way on Facebook? One thing I do want to add to what Holland was saying is that y'all do not talk to people on Facebook the way that you do not talk in real life. So, Ellen likes to say, hey girl. Okay, well, if you don't say hey girl in real life, don't say that on your private message. I say that, hey girl, what's up? Like, I say that all the time. Holland will call me and I'll say, hey, what's up? And that's how I talk. So I can talk that way in my Facebook post, but if I contact someone and say, hello, how are you doing today? Well, that doesn't sound at all like me, because that's not the way I talk. So use your real language and your real verbiage when you are sending these messages. Make sure that you're just being, really personal and yourself. Don't try to be somebody you're not, and don't try. And, another thing, you don't have to include, matter of fact, I'd prefer you not include a bunch of facts about Plexus. Leave that to their response. When they ask you about Plexus, then you can say, well, it's a health and wellness company, and it's really focused on gut health and inflammation. Don't try to send them a ton of information first off, because nobody wants to read that, and nobody really cares. They want to know what Plexus is before they even get into it. And that's why you only give them a little snippet so they come back and ask you questions. So now Holland's going to tell you a little bit about, okay, what do I do when they respond?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If they respond, what do you do?
If they respond, if they like any of your posts, if they comment on any of your posts, if they share any of your posts, that's a big, hello, I might be interested. Unless you just have this one old lady that always likes your posts, just try to check up on her. But if there's any spark or any interaction, always message them and say, hey, saw you liked my post. Is that something that might relate to you, or is that something that might interest you? Or just say, hey, I noticed that you, I see that you have interest in Plexus. Can I send you some information? Then they're going to say yes, because they've already shown the interest. So if they respond, always, always, always send something. I send a what is Plexus video with a little bit of details, and I say, this is just a quick video to tell you what Plexus is about. Tells them also, I send Jennifer Pickett's Slim and Probio 5 and BioCleanse video under the what is Plexus. So it's 3 quick videos, and I tell them, hey, I'm going to send you some quick videos. They're less than 5 minutes if you just want to watch those and learn a little bit. I said, but I'm also going to send you a Word email that's got the product details too. So just so you can have both of those. I always send that to everybody. I always have. It's worked so far, so I'm going to keep doing it. Then follow up. If they do not get back to you within 3 to 5 days, I say, hey, just making sure that you got my email. Did you have a chance to look over it? Guys, sometimes they said, no, I didn't get it. And I say, oh my gosh, either I didn't send it or I typed it in wrong. So that's the key thing. If they don't get back to you after seeing those emails or asking you any questions, say, hey, just want to check in. I don't want to go into follow up yet, Melissa, until you say that.
And I was going to add too, those videos we will post under when I put this recording on my team page. We'll post those videos in the comment section, and we'll also I'll tell you too. You can find the files, the emails that we send in the file section on my team page, and you just take it, copy and paste it, and make it your own. So we will send you, we'll direct you to every single bit of that and where you can find those things. If you go look on my team page right now, it's under there. It's under the file section. So when they do respond, you know, hey, I'd love to, you know, obviously what she said, send them the videos, send them some information, and then we'll talk about follow-up in a minute. Is that all you had, Holland?
Yeah, most of that's follow-up.
So what do you do when they don't respond? That's the biggest question I get. I've reached out to 10 people and I haven't heard back from anybody. Okay, well, maybe a couple things has happened, okay? Number one, they just haven't seen it. But if you know that they have, okay, maybe they didn't have time to respond to you right then and they just forgot to respond. That happens to me all the time. So if you guys message me and I don't respond to you and you know that I've seen it, I've responded in my mind, but I never actually typed it out. So that happens a lot to people, okay? Number two, it might be just the cold message that you're sending. So if you're sending out a lot of different cold messages and you're not getting any response, I want you to reach out to your upline, reach out to me, whoever your upline is, and you can always reach out to me and say, hey, can I just send you a sample of my cold message that I'm sending to people and see what you think about it? It might just be the way you're sending it. It might just be what you're saying. So we can always help you tweak those things a little bit and make them maybe work for the next time. Sometimes you're going to get silence, okay? Sometimes you're not going to hear anything back, and sometimes it's just going to be chirps. That's what we call them, little chirps. Chirp, 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 chirp. I mean, nobody's saying a word. And you know what, guys? That is okay. We have a great little saying in our little team that they are just not ready to be blessed, okay? And that is okay. Some people do not want anything to do with multi-level marketing. They either have a really bad feeling about it, they've been burned by another previous multi-level marketing, or they just think this is a fad and they just think it's, you know, crap, to be honest with you. We know these products work. We know our company is different, but not everybody gets that. And some people will not even give you the time of day to allow you to explain that. That is okay, okay? We don't need to let that deter us from reaching out to other people. That is going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now that if you start sending cold messages, you are going to get silence a lot of the time. And that is okay. But what is great is when you get those runners from the ones that you do get. So do not let it deter you. I mean, I'm telling you, if I got deterred by the silence that I got, I would not have half of the people on my team. Okay, so, and I certainly wouldn't be Emerald if I got, you know, upset by some of the silence that I got, silent treatment, as I call it, from these cold messages. So, you know, do not get sad, do not get upset. I have a lot of people that have reached out to me over the last year and said, oh, I sent 3 cold messages and nobody said anything. That is okay, y'all. That is okay. You're reaching out and you're putting yourself out there. But I will say this. You might reach out to somebody and a month later you might check in back with them and just say, hey, you know, I sent you a message. I don't know if you got it or not. I would love to talk to you about Plexus. If not, that's fine. Just, you know, tell me you're not interested and I promise I will, you know, we can just hang out another time. You know, I won't have my feelings hurt. People need to know that you're not going to be upset with them if they don't want to do Plexus. That might be why they're not responding. Don't get upset if you get a no. I've gotten lots of no's. I'm not interested in that at all. Okay, guess what? One of my biggest runners on my team told me no. And I think a week and a half later, and she's on this call right now, so she knows I'm talking about her. And a week and a half later, she messaged me back and was like, okay, I think I might be ready to talk to you about Plexus. So nobody get deterred if you get a no, because guess what? Sometimes they're just not ready for it right at that moment. They're just not ready. And it was Leanne, and she knows I'm talking about her. Yeah. So keep checking in with them and, you know, keep trying again. All right, Holland, last thing on our list is follow up. How do you follow up? Yeah, this is a big one. How do you follow up? When do you follow up? Go ahead.
Yes, this could be a whole separate video, but
it will be a whole separate training on following up.
We're gonna step it in 6 minutes. All right, so follow up. Guys, calendar, checklist, hundreds list, tabs, however you want to do it. I've got my people. When I contact them, the date I follow up, the date I follow up again, the date I follow up again. And it's all determining, like Melissa said, it's kind of those categories. If they're possibly interested, I follow up in 10 days. If they're no answer, I do follow up the next month. If they say not right now, I still follow up the next month. Keep the tab, keep the list so you know where they are, so they're not going to slip through the cracks and somebody else snag them. If Melissa reached out to me in May, she reached out to me in June, and July I said, not right now, but when I am ready, I'm going to let you know. I had 2 other people in Auburn start Plexus between those times. Neither one of them asked me, but one of them was in my Sunday school class, and I was like, oh gosh, do I need to sign up under her? She's in my Sunday school class. And I said, no, Melissa has asked me 3 times. That's who I'm going to go back to. That's who I want, that's who's contacted and kept in touch with me. She's keeping it real. She's making me, answer my questions. Guys, invest in people. Show them that you care. Show them that you're going to love them where they're at. Okay if they wait. Okay if they're not ready. I wasn't ready, but I didn't go jump on somebody else's boat just because they were right here and beside me. I went to the person who invested in me and who cared. Do it. Be that person. Be the one who cares. Invest in them. Love them where they're at. Wait for them where they're at. It'll be worth it. Follow-up Friday is a great time to follow up. If you're not following up every day, just kind of keep these tips on the back of your mind. If you send anybody a sample, follow up. If you see that they've liked or commented on your post, follow up. Send them a little blurb. Calendar, keep it up. If you see somebody, like Melissa said, with diabetes, headaches, can't sleep. People can't sleep. I'm so tired. It's Monday. Blah, 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 blah. Send them something. When you send them a cold message, if they don't answer, send them something else. Send them a diamond dot. If somebody says, well, I'm not interested right now, send them a diamond dot. If they're a teacher, we've got the list on the team page. It's got the categories. If they're a teacher, if they're a stay-at-home mom, if they're a full-time worker, any of those that can relate to those people, say, hey, just thought of you when I saw this and wanted to send it your way. Send it. Follow up with non-Plexus conversation so they know that you care about them. Keep up with them. Make it personal. Make it relate to them. Show them that they're special. Be genuine from the heart, guys. Nothing just fake. Because if you want them on your team and you genuinely care about them, mean it. Do it. Be true with them and be real. Voice text, voice message is a great follow-up. We hadn't talked about that much yet, but voice, just so they can hear the excitement in your voice, they can hear the passion you have for them. You can connect with them that way. Sometimes they'll voice message you back. I've got a potential customer that I bought some unique makeup from a party. I didn't even know the girl. And she said, hey, what's this Plexus stuff? When I did a trial, I've sent her a trial, and she's voice texted me and voice messaged me 6 times since then. That's her way of communication. Find what they're doing, see what they like, and do it. Spill your heart. Spill how these products have truly helped you. They want to see how they've truly helped you so they can know that it can truly help them also. Even if they say no, give them some time and go back. Intentionally post back to, that can be your another way of follow-up. Like I know a girl right now, just now, diagnosed with diabetes. Like I'm posting one tomorrow. I did call message her today, and I'm posting the diabetes post tomorrow because it's going to, maybe she'll see it. The fortune is in the follow-up. It's one of our slogans that we always use. And I will also post 2 graphics. One is the statistics of how not very many people answer on the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. It's always 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th follow-ups. The 4 people say yes. Just because they're scared, they're skeptical. I had no clue. I didn't even know what multi-level marketing was. Even after I signed up, I didn't know what it was. So take your time, be with them, and just meet them where they're at so you can be intentional with them and grow them with you, and y'all can learn together. So
yeah, thank you, Holland. I agree with that. Fortune is completely in the follow-up, and now something has popped up on my screen. Fortune is completely in the follow-up, and if you guys aren't following up with these people, I promise you they will go somewhere else, and then
somebody else will.
You're going to be really sad when they pop up on our team page or pop up on Lindsay's team page or Julia's team page, and they signed up under somebody else, and you're going to go, oh, why didn't they sign up under me? It's because that person that they signed up under probably followed up with them several times. Please don't think you're bugging people. honestly, guys, I kind of got past that after about month 2 or 3, and I saw how much money I was making, and I was like, you know what? These people don't pay my bills, and they're not, helping my family go on vacations. They're not allowing us, some financial freedom. So I really don't care if they think I'm bugging them. If they do, they'll just tell me no, and I'll leave them alone. But I'm going to reach out to these people because, y'all, I want you to remember something, and this is the last thing I'm going to say before I hit stop on the recording, but I want you to remember something. People need these products because we have absolutely amazing products. And if you guys do not believe that these products are truly changing people's lives, truly changing their health, then you need to build your belief in these products. Sometimes that's a reason that people don't cold message is they truly don't believe that these products are as great as we say that they are. They are really, really fantastic. I would not take them. I would not give them to my family. I would not suggest them to everyone that I know if I truly do not believe they were fantastic. People need this. I mean, we're sitting, I don't know if you guys understand this, but we are sitting on a gold mine. This potential in this company is huge. Does it take hard work? Absolutely. You guys see a very small snippet of what some of us put into this business. We stay up late. We get up early. We work our business all hours of the day. But you know what? I want to retire my husband, and I want financial freedom for my family, so I'm willing to do it. Am I going to have to work this hard forever? No, I'm not. I'm going to work really, really hard for a short amount of time. But this business is huge. And there are people out there who need just $100, $200, $500 extra a month, and that would mean the world to their family. So you keeping it in and not reaching out to these people is selfish. If you're not reaching out and you're not sharing with other people and you're not telling them about this business and these products, then you're kind of being selfish. So I just want to leave you with that. And I want to encourage everyone that was on this call tonight to reach out to 10 people tomorrow. 10 people. Write them down right now. Make your list before you go to sleep. Reach out to those 10 people tomorrow. It doesn't have to be a long message, guys. That could literally take you 10 minutes. That's a minute per person. It's probably not even going to take you that long to send one message. So it could take you 5 minutes, 30 seconds per person. See what you get. If you don't get a response, let us know. We'll help you, write your message. But, what's it going to hurt for you to try? So that's all we have tonight. Thank you for everybody for being on. I will, as soon as I get this uploaded to YouTube, I will post it on our team page.